Okay, I feel like I have some explaining to do. And to do that properly, I needed a different point of view. I probably could have picked a lower. 1 second. So, for today's episode, story, adventure, it's gonna be a little different. So today it's gonna be something of an education, tutorial, how to do what I do. What I do to make coffee, specifically. So, like, the specifics kind of, they change from day to day, but like the numbers and the generalized ratios that I use are always the same. If you're new to this channel, if you're new to this series, you might not know this, but if you aren't, this has been beaten into your consciousness that I use a pour-over method. Why I use a pour-over method? Well, it's about the easiest and cheapest way to quickly make a very good cup of coffee. I can set this down now. So the things you'll need for brewing coffee with the pour-over method is number one, you'll need a coffee cup, some beans. I prefer dark roast beans, but whatever floats your boat, and a burr grinder. I use a manual burr grinder. It goes on there like this, and some kind of pour over method. Lastly, and most importantly, is a kettle for brewing the water. Specifically a gooseneck kettle, because the neck looks like a goose, and it just makes pouring the water so much easier than one of those fat mouth ones. Whew. As far as ingredients go, it's quite simple and quite easy if you drink coffee in the method that I do. Those two ingredients for just straight black coffee is water, the other essential ingredient you need is coffee. I keep my coffee in a good airtight container. It's keeps it fresh. You don't put it in the fridge, then moisture gets in it. It's a whole thing. It's just airtight container. Whatever your method, I got this fancier looking thing. I used to just keep it in a bag. When it comes to making a good cup of coffee for yourself, it really does come down to proportions and keeping consistency to what you're putting into your pot of coffee. I measure out 40 grams of coffee, and I use about 700 grams of water. I just measure out my coffee because my kettle only holds about 700 grams of water, so I know that my proportions are proper each time if I just measure out my coffee. That's a 1 to 17 ratio of coffee, 1:17 water. When it comes to grinders, there's any number of shapes. I use this. For one, it's quiet. It's a burr grinder as opposed to like a blade grinder that you always see like shh, and it's so loud and it's just it's obnoxious. And for two, well, one time, several years ago, I was making coffee one morning, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the lights went out and we had no power. And all I had was an electric grinder, and I couldn't grind my beans. I had to wait until almost like noon to have my cup of coffee because there was no power. Okay, maybe it's not that like crazy of a story. We didn't have power, so I wanted coffee, and so why grind your own beans when you could just buy them at the store, pre-ground? Well. Oh, they smell amazing. As far as filters go, I just use these big square paper filters. Paper is so much better. You get like sediment when you use the mesh. Use the burr grinder, you get a more uniform size to your grind, and that means that the water will permeate the grinds at a more even rate. Consistency, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we come to the most exciting part, the most fun part of this adventure, and that is the brew. But wait. You have to first prep the coffee. Prep the coffee with a little drizzle of water. Usually it's twice as much as there is for coffee in grams. So for the 40 grams of coffee that I use, I put in 80 grams of water to bloom the coffee. Once it's been bloomed and let to sit for about 30-45 seconds or so, you want to slowly incorporate the water into the saturated grounds. That's why you bloom, is to make the coffee grounds more susceptible to the water. Once you've incorporated all the water into the grounds in the filter, you have really nothing else left to do but wait. And really, at the end of the day, all this that I shared, all this information is things that I've kind of worked out in how I like my coffee, things I've learned from doing research on my own, learning from people much smarter than me. So by no means is this a definitive way to make coffee, but it is an easy and cheap way to make your daily brew and enjoy some really good coffee at your house or on the go, or like throw it in to-go thing and then go on an adventure. I suggest that one. Yeah. Make your own coffee. It's great. It's great. Oh, yeah. I have this metal one, which I specifically got because I have run out of paper filters many times, and this doubles as a filter when I'm out of filters, so I don't have to like scrounge or run to the store, and you get backup.